Hi guys, so one of the questions somebody asked me is how do you find the land? There's no magic bullet, I haven't got a magic wand, I can't tell you a secret place to go to find land. What I can say is that if you find land on Rightmove, then the deal's gone. So what I mean by that is everything that nobody wants to buy ends up on Rightmove. So if you see some land for sale on Rightmove, it's been through all the local builders, the estate agent has offered it to all the builders that's on his list, and they don't want it. So it's now gone to a retail website, Rightmove, and it's going to be there for somebody that's not as experienced to buy. So the best way to find land is really to do like what we did here. So what we look for is we look for large houses with large plots of land. And if you've been following the videos for this, which there is another video series just on these bungalows here, so I think there's, as I'm filming this, there's 3 or 4 videos that we've got out which explain exactly what we've done with that main house and these 2 bungalows here. So this, for example, was a large house that had a big garden, and I thought that we could get planning permission on it. And I haven't got time on this video to explain my thought process and how I think whether we can get planning or not, but I thought we could get planning on this. So we applied for planning permission and we got planning for 2 bungalows. So that's what we've done here. So coming back to how you can find it. So as you're driving around, just look for plots of land. Look for overgrown plots. What is, maybe you've got a house with a plot of land next to it that's all overgrown. It looks like a bit of a garden. And also, you'd be surprised that when you see these plots of land around, they don't look like a plot of land, because it's difficult to explain. When you've got loads of bushes and trees and it's all overgrown and an old fence and stuff, it just looks like a garden. But actually, when you clear it out, you've got so much space to build another dwelling that you wouldn't think that in the beginning. So anyway, so as you're driving around, just look. It's a little bit like policemen tell me that they're never off duty. Once a policeman, always a policeman. So even if they're not on shift and they're driving around or they see something, they're always kind of on the lookout. Similar to me, I'm always on the lookout for deals, for properties, for land, for whatever I can find. Okay, so everywhere I go, I'm constantly looking. If I see an old building, I'm looking. If I see a big house, oh, could I buy that? What's the garden like? Yeah. So ideally, you don't really want to build in the back. We call this a backland development, and local authorities don't particularly like backland developments. So ideally, you want to get a plot on the side. That's what we call an infill plot. So you're infilling between 2 dwellings. So if you can get an infill plot, you're pretty much home and dry as far as planning goes. But backland development, not so much. But again, it just depends on the local authority. So look for houses. You can also speak to estate agents and ask them if they've actually got anything that hasn't gone on Rightmove yet. Quite often they will be dealing with landowners that tell them that something's going to come up for sale. The other thing we try and do is we try and buy virgin land. So we try and buy land that hasn't had planning permission put in yet, because we can get the land cheaper and then we get the uplift in value when we go through planning. That's not an easy thing to do because it can take months, sometimes even years, and it does cost money in architects and things like that. So if you want to just get a simple plot, have a look just for a plot with planning permission, okay? But houses, we look for houses where if we can't build a house, then can we put an extension on? Can we go above the garage and put extend the house? Can we go into the loft? So we're just looking for space. So this business is all about just maximizing space, whether that be maximizing space on the outside, as in, can we fit houses on, can we fit bungalows on, or can we put extensions on? Or whether it be maximising the space inside, as in, can we rent out multiple rooms? One more thing, you can look, I love looking on Google Earth. So I'll just kind of like fly around the area on Google Earth and have a look, and you'll see land that you didn't know existed, behind houses, to the side of houses. There's just land everywhere, okay? I'm not saying you're going to get planning on it, but obviously if you don't look, you're not going to get anything. So yeah, Google Earth is a great place, and just spend hours, just scrolling around and looking at all the different bits of land, what's available, yeah. And then what you do then is you knock on the doors of the homeowner, And again, this would be another video, but you knock on the door of the homeowner and then ask them if they want to sell part of their garden. You don't buy the land until you've got planning permission. So that's where an option agreement comes in. So you'd need to get an option agreement on that land. So that means the homeowner agrees to sell to you at a particular price. So let's say it's £50,000, which is cheap for land. But anyway, let's just say 50,000. So they agree to sell the land to you for £50,000 if you get planning. So you then have a 2-year option agreement. You might say to me, Nick, well, planning supposedly only takes 8 weeks. So why don't we just have a 2-month or a 3-month agreement? No. Planning's supposed to take 8 weeks, and they will give you a decision in 8 weeks. That doesn't say they say yes or no. It might be that they come back in week 7 with some queries or some changes or whatever. So anyway, always go for 2-year option agreement, and then you've got 2 years to get it over the line, to get planning permission on that land, and then you give the homeowner the £50,000. It's all legal, so they can't sell it, and then off you go. Not much else to say on that subject really, guys, but if you comment below, ask more questions, and we'll make more videos like this. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you want the free training where I teach you how to go from 0 to 6 figures per year with 4 or 5 simple steps, drop an email to the About section on this channel. So on the About section, you see our email. Drop us an email or a DM, and we'll send you that training. Guys, as always, it's a pleasure to do these videos for you. Just keep telling me what you want. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.